Well, the Attorney General's guidance on public order offences and public protest is in a similar format to other guidance documents that deal with a specific type of criminal offending. And what the guidance document is designed to do is it's designed to build on the Attorney General's guidance for charging, which sets out the test that all prosecutors have to apply when deciding whether or not to charge an offence. The test is whether or not there is sufficient evidence to provide a realistic prospect of conviction and whether it's in the public interest to bring a charge. The guidance document on public order offences deals with the specific factors that should be taken into account when looking at that type of offending.
The guidelines cover the full range of sort of public order offences, and public order offences do cover a variety of different conduct, and often they will encompass other criminal offences as well. So often if you've got a riot going on, you've got various types of assault going on, or you might have criminal damage being undertaken. So they encompass lots of other offences. But the main sort of public order offences, and they go down in order of sort of seriousness. So things like riot is one of the more serious public order offences. So that's where I think there's more than 12 individuals involved in activity. So it's generally a fairly significant incident. And then they run down. So a fray is sort of a less serious public order incident. And then there's sort of lesser offences relating to sort of causing harassment, alarm and distress, for example.
Every case is different, and what the guidance does is it sets out the general principles to be taken into account. There's often a very fine balancing exercise that has to be undertaken in relation to what is legitimate public protest and what has crossed over into being public disorder. There is a level of tolerance that has to be in place before a matter becomes criminal. So behaviour can be ill-advised, it can be insensitive, but it may not have gone so far as to cross the threshold into criminality. The type of factors that the guidance tells the prosecutor to primarily concentrate on is where conduct is threatening, where it's violent or it's provoking violence, where, for example, a weapon is being held or is being used, or where it's targeted abuse at vulnerable members of society. It also advises the prosecutor to take into account context, such as the time of day and the location where the activity is taking place. People's fundamental rights, freedom of expression and the ability to challenge and protest, those sorts of things are constitutionally enshrined rights and really important rights. But you have to look at the circumstances as you've got the evidence to guide you on those decisions. And the guidelines that we've published are just really to sort of help explain what the evidential issues are and some of the public interest factors that we have to take into account.